Hey y'all, this is Jenny of Valley Cryo. It's snow day here, and I'm just kind of reminiscing on all of the snow days I've had over the years, starting out on Neff Avenue and then on Main Street, and here I am in Charlottesville. Anyway, shout out to my Harrisonburg folks. Miss you guys. I know we used to be really busy on snow days in Harrisonburg, and I've had a few people through here this morning. But I thought I'd take the opportunity to do a video, a live this morning, to talk about something that might be a little uncomfortable for us to talk about. But as you know, I do a lot of nutrition coaching and health coaching. I know I'm not a personal trainer. I get asked that a lot, so I stay in my lane. Just wanted to let you know that I am not a personal trainer, but I do know a lot about nutrition. I know a lot about food, about how to fuel your body. And one of the things that people talk about often, I see it on social media, I see it on posts, and it feels really good to say, and it's warm and fuzzy, but this whole let's eat everything in moderation, right? Because that's what we should be able to do and not restrict ourselves in life. Everything in moderation is key. And so that sounds really good until you look around at, well, I'm just going to say Americans because we live in America, okay? Look around, 75% of Americans are overweight, okay? 40% are obese. I'm not exactly sure what the childhood statistics are, but it's pretty grim. And so I think just by those statistics, we can pretty much concur that we are not able to eat things in moderation. As a society, it has become extremely hard to moderate a lot of things. Not just food, alcohol, drugs, nicotine. It just so happens that food is one of those things that's everywhere. You know, you go into the 7-Eleven, you got the whole garbage rack there, easy to pick from. You go into the grocery store, and of course, more than 80% of what's in the grocery store is not actually food. They're just science experiments sitting on the shelves ready for you to open it up and consume it. So, you know, some people can moderate garbage food. I'm going to call it garbage food because that's what it is. If this offends you, you can move along and just, or you can leave me a beautiful comment. I don't care either way. But some people can moderate garbage food, and good for them. That's wonderful. They could probably live to 90 years old eating some of that food. That's okay. It just depends on what your goals are, right? But the average person who comes to see me and wants to lose weight, wants to body recomposition, wants to shed fat, has had an issue with not being able to moderate food. And usually it's sugar, sugar in the form of refined carbohydrates, usually snacks. Of course, you combine them with seed oils and you fry them and they make them even more addicting. We've got garbage on every corner. We got crumble cookies. We've got bundt cakes. We've got all this stuff that's like totally, you know, inundating our brains. And I always say to people, like, are you able to sit down and eat 4 pounds of broccoli? Oh my God, no, I could never do that. Of course you can't. How about if I gave you 10 potatoes? Could you eat them? Not with butter and sour cream. No, you can't just sit down and eat 10 potatoes. But can you sit down and eat a bag of potato chips? Absolutely, you can down that whole bag, right? So, largely as a whole, we're not able to moderate some things, right? And so, people who really make progress and succeed with their goals are the people that acknowledge that I'm just going to remove that item from my repertoire, maybe forever. And that sounds like a really restrictive and a terrible term, like, oh my God, we're punitive and we can't eat that food. But let's kind of look at, maybe the alcoholic, right? Who they've been sober for a year and now you're like, here you go, have a little shot. You'll be able to moderate it. No, you can't moderate that. It's the same thing with people who have really severe addictions to sugar. It hits the brain. It hits the brain. I say we crave garbage because we eat garbage, right? We weren't born craving Doritos. We weren't born craving Oreos. I'm sure if somebody shot me up with heroin today, I would crave heroin, right? So we have to be very mindful of where we're at in our life, how we have, what our relationship with certain food items have been in the past. And if you know that that's something that you've not been able to control or moderate, you might have to think about kicking it out forever. So, when I'm coaching clients and they're doing really well and maybe their brain's starting to forget about that addictive substance, they're kind of thinking about it. They're like, how we bargain with ourselves, like, maybe I'll just have a little bit so then they'll say to me, like, Jenny, can I have a cookie? And I turn it around and I say, I don't know, can you have a cookie? Like, you only know if you can have a cookie. If you can have a cookie, I'm fine with that. But usually what happens is we'll have one and then our brain's like, yeah, that's good. Next day we're like, boy, that tasted good. That sugar, it really hit my brain. So all of a sudden we're having more and more. And then we're right back, right? So for those of you who want to moderate and you want to, try and do that, and you can, I think that's wonderful. But for the rest of you out there, myself included, I used to be a sugar addict. I mean, Swedish Fish was my jam, man. I used to buy boxes of in nursing school, and I was just like, and my brain would be, on crack. I used to smoke cigarettes. It's terrible. It's so gross. I can't even talk about it anymore. But what a terrible habit. But that would be like, it's been so many years since I've had a cigarette. Somebody gave me one today. Guess what? I'd be a smoker again, right? I'm not too proud to admit that. I've had addictions myself. But I really want to empower people to look at your goals, look where you are, look at your metabolic health right now, look what's holding you back. And I think if we're really honest with ourselves, we're going to say that we do struggle with an addiction to some food in your life, right? So if it's a whole food group that you need to then that might be something you need to think about. But the people that make you feel warm and cozy and, everything in moderation is so fun and good, it's not. It never ends well, especially if you've had a problem with it before. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that today and, let everybody know that you're not alone. But let's face reality. Let's really talk about real things and put things into perspective, because at the end of the day, the only person that's going to suffer with trying to moderate an addictive substance is going to be you. So if something that you feel like you might need some coaching with or help with, or you may just want to chat with me, give me a call here at Valley Cry or come on in. Everybody knows I love to talk and, help people with their health journey. So hope y'all are having a great day, and we'll catch you later.